Welcome to the Bible Quest HQ. Today, we've created some of the toughest questions from the creation of the world to the lives of the patriarchs to test your knowledge. Before you begin, be sure to subscribe and give this video a like to stay connected with more Bible quizzes and inspirational content. Ready to test your knowledge of Genesis? Let's get started. Question 1. Which of the following did God create on the fifth day of creation? A. Seed-bearing plants. B. Beast of the earth and creeping things. C. Sea creatures and birds of the firmament. D. Dry ground. The correct answer is C. Sea creatures and birds of the firmament. Genesis chapter 1, verses 20 to 23 explains that on the fifth day, God filled the waters with sea creatures and the sky with birds, showcasing his creation of diverse life forms. Question 2. According to Genesis chapter 2, a river flows from the Garden of Eden, watering the garden and then dividing into 4 branches. What is the name of the first branch? A. Tigris. B. Pishon. C. Gihon. D. Euphrates. The correct answer is B. Pishon. Genesis chapter 2, verses 10 to 13 describes the Pishon as the first branch that encircled the land of Havilah, known for its gold. Question 3. What tree did God warn Adam not to eat of its fruit? A. Tree of life. B. Tree of knowledge. C. Tree of evil. D. Tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The correct answer is D. Tree of the knowledge of good and evil. In Genesis chapter 2, verses 15 to 17, God commands Adam not to eat from this tree, marking the choice between obedience and sin. Question 4. Who was the first shepherd mentioned in the Bible? A. Abel. B. Abraham. C. Cain. D. Lamech. The correct answer is A. Abel. Genesis chapter 4, verse 2 identifies Abel as a keeper of sheep, emphasizing the humble beginnings of pastoral life. Question 5. What is the name of Cain's first son? A. Irad. B. Enoch. C. Methuselah. D. Lamech. The correct answer is B. Enoch. Genesis chapter 4, verse 17 mentions Cain naming his son Enoch and building a city in his honor, showcasing early human civilization. Dear cherished friends, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more great and engaging content in the future. Question 6. What materials were used for building the Great Tower of Babel? A. Bricks and slime. B. Stones and mortar. C. Steel and iron rods. D. Bricks and iron. The correct answer is A. Bricks and slime. Genesis chapter 11 verse 3, and they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. Question 7. During the days of Noah when God destroyed the earth with flood, for how many days did the flood water cover the earth? A. 120 days. B. 150 days. C. 160 days. D. 140 days. The correct answer is B. 150 days. Genesis chapter 7 verse 24 states that the waters prevailed for 150 days, showing the extent of God's judgment during the flood. Question 8. After the flood, on which mountain did Noah's ark rest? A. Mount Sinai. B. Mount Horeb. C. Mount Ararat. D. Mount Cush. The correct answer is C. Mount Ararat. Genesis chapter 8, verse 4 tells us that the ark came to rest on Mount Ararat, marking the beginning of renewal on earth. Question 9. Apart from Pharaoh, which other king took Sarah from Abraham and wanted to marry her? A. Shemeber king of Zeboim. B. Shernab king of Admah. C. Abimelech king of Gerar. D. Amnaphel king of Shinar. The correct answer is C. Abimelech king of Gerar. Genesis chapter 20 details how Abimelech, king of Gerar, took Sarah but was warned by God, emphasizing his protection over his chosen. Question 10. How old was Abraham when he was circumcised? A. 100 years. B. 101 years. C. 98 years. D. 99 years. The correct answer is D. 99 years. Genesis chapter 17, verse 24 highlights Abraham's age during his circumcision as part of God's covenant, showing his obedience. Stay with us to the end of the video, to see how many Bible quiz questions on Genesis you got right. Don't forget to note your score and share it with us in the comment section. Let's explore and learn more about the Bible with these fun and interesting questions. Question 11. Where did Abraham's wife Sarah die? A. Kirjatharba. B. Elam. C. Elasa. D. Shua. The correct answer is A. Kirjatharba. Genesis chapter 23, verse 1 notes Kirjatharba, Hebron, as the place of Sarah's death, where Abraham mourned her. Question 12. How old was Jacob when he first met Pharaoh? A. 160 years. B. 110 years. C. 130 years. D. 100 years. The correct answer is C. 130 years. Genesis chapter 49, verse 7 mentions Jacob telling Pharaoh he was 130 years old, reflecting on the hardships of his life. Question 13. How many days after God had commanded Noah to enter the ark did the rain and flood start? A. 3 days. B. 7 days. C. 14 days. D. 10 days. The correct answer is B. 7 days. Genesis chapter 7, verses 1 to 4 shows God's detailed plan, starting the rain after 7 days to fulfill his judgment. Question 14. Who sold Joseph to Potiphar? A. Hebrew slave traders. B. An Egyptian merchant. C. His brothers. D. Ishmaelites. The correct answer is D, Ishmaelites. Genesis chapter 39, verse 1 indicates that Joseph was sold to Potiphar by the Ishmaelites after his brother's betrayal. Question 15. Which of these men is an ancestor of we modern-day people? A. Enoch. B. Tubal-Cain. C. Jubal. D. Naaman. The correct answer is A. Enoch. According to Genesis chapter 5, verses 21 to 29, Enoch's descendant is Noah. Noah was the only person to survive the great flood. All people who were born after the flood descended from Noah. Amazing job finishing these 15 fun Genesis questions. Whether you nailed every question or learned something new today, remember that Genesis holds timeless wisdom always waiting for us to explore deeper. If you enjoyed this quiz, give it a thumbs up, and share it with others to spread the joy of learning God's Word. And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting Bible quizzes, puzzles, and spiritual insights. We love hearing from you, so drop a comment with your score or any thoughts and suggestions for future quizzes. Thanks for joining us today on the spiritual journey through Genesis. May your continued study of the Scriptures bring you closer to the heart of God. See you in the next quiz.